Welcome to a journey through the brilliant, tragic, and endlessly fascinating world of one of history's greatest literary minds, Oscar Wilde. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team. We begin with Chapter 1, The Life of Oscar Wilde, exploring the story of a brilliant yet ultimately tragic icon. Oscar Fingal O'Flaherty Wills Wilde was born on October 16, 1854, in Dublin. His parents were both influential figures, his father a renowned surgeon, and his mother, Jane Wilde, a celebrated poet. Young Wilde grew up at 1 Merrion Square, surrounded by Dublin's intellectual elite. His parents' salon attracted writers and artists, planting the seeds of the extraordinary figure he would become. Wilde was a stellar student, winning a scholarship to Trinity College Dublin and later graduating from Magdalen College, Oxford, with rare double first-class honors. It was here he cultivated his flamboyant style under the influence of thinkers like Walter Pater. In 1878, Wilde won the prestigious Newdigate Prize for his poem Ravenna. He soon moved to London, where his razor-sharp wit and magnetic charm made him a celebrated figure even before his major works were published. Wilde became a fixture of London's artistic elite, famous for his dandy persona. He married Constance Lloyd in 1884 and had 2 sons. His public image was a carefully crafted work of art, blurring the line between the man and the myth. The dark shadow fell in 1895 when Wilde was arrested for gross indecency. He was sentenced to 2 years hard labor at Reading Jail, which broke his spirit. He fled to France in 1897 and died in Paris in 1900, aged just 46. During his imprisonment, Wilde wrote De Profundis, reflecting on his suffering. He wrote, "I have got to make everything that has happened to me good for me. Each and all of these things I had to transform into a spiritual experience." We move now to Chapter 2, The Literary Genius, examining his remarkable achievements in plays, poems, and prose. Wilde's tender side appeared in his fairy tales such as The Happy Prince. These stories blend lyrical beauty with piercing social critique, questioning sacrifice and love in tales meant for children and those with childlike faculties of wonder and joy. His only novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, is a gothic masterpiece exploring beauty and corruption. Initially condemned as immoral, it is now celebrated as a searing meditation on vanity. Wilde stated, "The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame." Wilde revised Dorian Gray for the 1891 book edition, adding his famous preface. It contained the manifesto, "There is no such thing as a moral or an immoral book. Books are well written or badly written. That is all." Wilde mastered the stage with his iconic comedies, including Lady Windermere's Fan, An Ideal Husband, and A Woman of No Importance. His crowning achievement is the farcical comedy of manners, The Importance of Being Earnest, published in 1895. Beneath the sparkling dialogue of his plays lies Wilde's razor-sharp critique of Victorian hypocrisy. He exposed the absurdity of class and morality through irresistible wit and farce. His plays were a performance against society's norms. Wilde's literary output also includes lyrical early poetry and powerful essays like The Decay of Lying and The Soul of Man Under Socialism. He was the most eloquent champion of art for art's sake. The controversial play Salome, written in French, was banned in England in 1891. Its dark eroticism and symbolist imagery pushed Victorian boundaries, making it one of Wilde's most daring works. It later inspired a celebrated opera. Chapter 3 focuses on Wilde's enduring wit and wisdom, the sayings that live on. Wilde's wit is timeless. Gems include, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken," and "The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it." These words remain provocative and relevant today. Perhaps his most quoted line is, "I can resist everything except temptation," from Lady Windermere's Fan. Wilde's reputation as a raconteur was legendary. His spoken wit often surpassed his written brilliance. Upon arriving in New York, he reportedly told customs officials, "I have nothing to declare except my genius." Wilde used humor both as a weapon to dismantle Victorian moral codes and as a shield. His dazzling persona served as armor against a world that ultimately sought to destroy him. Central to Wilde's philosophy was the conviction that all art is quite useless. He argued that art exists for its own beauty, free from moral instruction, a belief that defined his literature and his life. Chapter 4 explores his legacy and cultural impact, and how one man's brilliance shaped the modern world. Wilde's innovations in comedy and his social critique influenced generations of writers and satirists. His plays remain staples of English theatre worldwide, with The Importance of Being Earnest in near-continuous production since 1895. Wilde is recognized as an icon of LGBTQ+ history. His trial illuminated the brutality of Victorian repression. His courage paved the way for future movements, leading to a posthumous pardon in the UK in 2017. In Dublin's Merrion Square, a playful sculpture of Wilde now reclines across from his childhood home. It's a powerful and endearing tribute to the man and his enduring legacy, visited by fans worldwide. Wilde remains highly present in popular culture through constant film adaptations, stage revivals of his comedies, and countless scholarly biographies that continue to explore his multifaceted genius. The enduring appeal of Wilde's aestheticism, his celebration of beauty and individuality, resonates strongly today. His life story embodies the eternal conflict between societal norms and personal freedom. Wilde famously said, "We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars." His art and spirit continue to inspire courage, creativity, and the audacity to be unapologetically oneself. Reading Jail, the site of his suffering, also became the crucible for his most profound writing, De Profundis. From darkness he found light, writing, "Where there is sorrow, there is holy ground." Wilde was many things: a brilliant scholar, a flamboyant socialite, a literary genius, and a tragic figure. His works continue to challenge, entertain, and provoke, remaining vital today. Wilde matters because his insistence on authenticity and individuality is still urgent. He championed self-expression when the cost was imprisonment. He reminds us, "A man who does not think for himself does not think at all." We encourage you to explore Wilde's legacy, read his works, reflect on his wisdom, and celebrate the courage of the man who lived boldly and never stopped creating. Thank you for joining this video. As Wilde taught us, the truth is rarely pure and never simple.